Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos, beauty, lifestyle, and keto. Today I wanted to do another what I eat in a day, but today I'm gonna kind of talk to you a little bit about my kind of lazy keto or just efficient keto meal prepping. So I actually just posted, and it's actually processing right now. By the time you watch this video, you have seen it. My keto what I eat in a day, when I mentioned my keto spaghetti ZOODLES, I had some leftover meat. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have that so that we don't, one, waste food, and two, I'm too lazy to make anything else before I, also go out and do groceries. So I'll kind of show you guys what I'm gonna do for lunch today. And if you guys wanna see the, easy, super easy recipe for my keto pasta meats, I'll link that down below in the description bar for you guys. So what I have here is some of my leftover spaghetti meats, and all I did was I actually decided to get a little crispy with it, and I sprinkled just a little bit of Colby Jack cheese just to mix it up a bit. So you can do any cheese that you want. This is a finely shredded Monterey Jack and Colby Jack mixture. You can do Parmesan, you can do a little bit of mozzarella. So I heated that up with it, so get some nice cheese flavors. And then I cut up, this is a full avocado so I can get my fats in for the day. And if I'm a little bit more hungry for lunch or maybe as a snack, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some prosciutto. So this one I get from Aldi. They have two different brands. So this is the brand Prosciutto Italiano. And honestly, I think I like this one better. I used to buy the other one. I think it was like Apple Farms. That one's good, but I was like, it's missing a little bit salt for me. I like my prosciutto a little bit salty. That one's cheaper and it's like got like that gold seal from like Aldi. I like this one a little bit better. It's maybe like less than $1 more, but I like the saltiness of it, so I'll probably snack on that, maybe some more cubes of cheese. But this is pretty much what I'm gonna do for dinner. Like, look at your fridge and see what else you can kind of sprinkle on in here and add to your little mixture. So I'm just gonna eat that up, get my fats in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and probably make some keto coffee for myself to have for the afternoon, get some more fats in, and I'll show you guys that process when I get there. But super easy for lunch. Leftovers is my favorite. I love to kind of, if I can, make just a little bit more whatever meal I'm making, and or if it heats up well as well. I like to make a little bit more and then just reheat it for lunch the next day. One less thing I have to do also, I feel like realistically for those of us who are working, maybe when we get back to reality and we're not working from home, so we can't just easily make our meals, or if you're just too lazy to make your meals every single day, I totally get it. This is a nice little realistic way that I do it when I'm working. And today I figured, I was like, well, let me do something quick and easy because I'm back to working some full-time hours, which I'm super excited about, which is so nice. But I was like, damn, now I gotta work. But it's so exciting. So this is just something quick and easy I threw together for lunch. Very yummy, and I like when the avocado just kind of like melts into the meat too, kind of heats up a little bit. I love a warm avocado. Let me know if you guys too. But super excited for dinner, and actually I'll probably come on here a little bit earlier to prep the chicken for dinner. We're gonna marinate it a little bit and then we'll get to cooking at dinner. So if you guys want to see what I'm gonna make for dinner and my snacks in between, then just keep on watching. All right, so it's almost a dinner time and I'm going to prep my chicken. I'm gonna do a nice little marinade and let it sit there for at least an hour. If you can do longer, if you remember to do it at the time, and let it marinate even longer, even better. But this is gonna be a pretty easy marinade, and honestly add whatever type of, seasonings that you want. These are just the ones I wanna try. Who knows, maybe I'll update this later. But I wanted to basically make a Chipotle-esque bowl and make it keto basically, which if you guys are really lazy, I think Chipotle is probably like my favorite keto-friendly type of fast food spots, because you don't seem super picky, or people don't know exactly what you're up to. Like your keto, whereas if you go for a burger spot and you're like no bun and sugar-free ketchup, all that stuff, where this it's like you make it as you go, how you like, and people just think you like it like that, but you're actually doing keto. So save even more money, let's make a Chipotle type of bowl at home. So we're gonna start with our marinade today. Okay, so let's start with our ingredients. Pretty simple. What I'm gonna do, let's start with a garlic. And honestly, whatever recipe I follow, and they tell me 1 clove of garlic, I'm gonna do 2 or 3. They tell me 2, I'm gonna do 3 or 4. So you know, measure your garlic with your heart, as they say. I love garlic, so we're adding garlic. And then the next main ingredient right here, the chile chipotles. If you want something a little bit sweeter, go with La Costeña, but like as I said, the San Marcos brand. So let me see how many I have left. Honestly, that's how much I'm gonna put in there. 1, 2, 3. It's like a mini one. 3, about 4. There's about 4 in there, and I'm just gonna throw in the rest of the juice. So this is what I kind of had left over. I like to try to prep my chipotle peppers accordingly. If you have more, add more. If you're making more chicken, I'm only making I'm not making that much, as you'll see in a bit. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some cumin, and let's do maybe about a teaspoon. You can do a pinch with like 3 fingers or so, but you don't need too much. I'll probably do a little less than a teaspoon, maybe a little over half. Just put that on there. And then let's do maybe 2 tablespoons, however you like. This is my first time, so let's try 2 tablespoons of olive oil, just to get it a little bit runny, a little bit more. 2.5. If you want to do 3, if you have more chicken, of course, double that up. And before I forget, let's add some salt. So let's add maybe a teaspoon of salt. You can add more, you can add less. We shall find out. And let's go ahead and blend this. All right, if while you're blending it, it kind of gets stuck around in there, you can add some water, swirl it around just so it can loosen up a bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and if you want in a plastic bag or in this little dish, just so, you know, I don't use up too much plastic, I'm gonna add some to the bottom of it, just so it can marinate all around. Ooh, that smells like chile chipotle. Do that. And then this is like one whole like chicken breast, and I just cut it into like about 4 parts, and we're just gonna let that bad boy sit in there. Gonna add some on that layer, and we're gonna add these extra 2 pieces. So this will probably be enough for us, and maybe a little bit of leftover if I want. And let's do another layer until we finish it all, because might as well use it all. Alright, so now I'm going to put the cover on, and if you want, you can shake it up, and we're just going to let this bad boy sit in the fridge for at least an hour. But if you have more time, of course, give it some more time. Let those flavors sink in, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grill this. You can do it in the, what do you call it, in a pan if you want, but grilling is just a little bit quicker. Alright, so I've gone ahead and heated up a pan, and I added a little bit of avocado oil. You can use extra virgin olive oil, whatever you feel like, but I figured, you know, some fats. And now what I'm going to do, I chopped up 2 bell peppers, a red one and a yellow one, and I'm just going to go ahead and just cook those up so I can add some bell peppers to my, what do you call this, salad bowl. Next, I'm going to just go in and salt them just a little bit. You can add some salt, whatever seasonings you like, some salt, some pepper. I need something to them. And if you're like me and you love garlic, yeah, let's add a little bit of garlic, just a little bit. And I wanted the oil on there just so it can kind of like get everything coated. So we're just going to go ahead and cook those, and it's actually almost time, almost about an hour for our marinade to be done. And I'm going to go ahead and grill that up, and just a couple of other things, and we can have dinner soon. So I've got my George Foreman heated up here, and I just added some cooking spray. Especially with chicken, it likes to stick on there. Usually with like beef, I don't. It's got its fats. And don't judge my like grease trap with napkins. Sometimes I'll cut up paper plates. My dog ate my grease trap. If anybody knows where I can find a George Foreman grease trap like this George Foreman, let me know, because I definitely need it. So now I'm going to go ahead and just take my marinade and my chicken, and I'm going to go ahead and grill it up while my fajita veggies are grilling as well. You throw these guys on there. See if I could fit all of them. Maybe. Okay. Let's grill that up. Okay, so anywhere from like 6 to 7 minutes, the meat is nice and cooked. And what I kind of did just to make sure is you can kind of cut into it. Just make sure you don't have any pink, so we still want to kind of keep it juicy. The top part gets a little bit crisp, but I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and we can turn off the grill super quick. That's why I like grilling. And then also the cleanup's a little bit easier too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let my chicken rest on the side before I cut it up. While we prepare the guacamole, I'm actually going to go ahead and steam my cauliflowered rice. So I picked this one up from Aldi. You can probably just get the general one, just plain, but this one's got garlic and herbs. Still good. And honestly, all I'm going to do is just pop this in the microwave in the bag in order to steam it. Very inexpensive, quick and easy. You can do fresh cauliflower, but you know what? Anybody got time for that? There's such a thing as frozen cauliflower rice, because for, you know, Chipotle, usually you might add a little bit of rice on there. When I order from Chipotle, I don't see that they have a cauliflower option, maybe just yet. I haven't seen it. So at home, I'm going to go ahead and add some cauliflower rice. Add or omit if you want. Let's go ahead and do that while we prepare our guacamole. All right, so now for my guacamole, pretty simple one. Actually, kind of how I learned is like picky person's guacamole, and basically Chipotle's guacamole. It's very lemony. It's very minimal, which is why I like it. So let's start off with our serrano peppers right here. I have about 2 little ones. You can add as many or as little as you want, depending if you want it spicy or not. I don't like it too spicy, but I know Frankie likes a little bit of spice, so I'll give him something. But if you don't like spice at all, just completely omit the serrano peppers. And I'm just gonna open them up. I like to slice them open and get rid of the seeds. Also, do not touch your eyes as soon as you cut these serrano peppers, because oh boy, will that hurt. It's kind of like when you have hot Cheetos and then you touch your eyes. Biggest regret of my life. So I'm just gonna get rid of the seeds with a little spoon. All right, now that we've got them nice and scooped out, what I like to do, once again, because I'm picky, I like to fine chop most of these items. So just gonna chop that up. All right, like I said, fine chop. So now I'm gonna head and just throw that in my bowl. I like to mix my guacamole in whatever bowl I have that I can like seal tight after, in case we have some left over. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take some cilantro, and we're gonna chop that very finely as well, because once again, I am personally not a big fan of cilantro. I know. I'm not one of those people who thinks it tastes like soap. I don't know where people get that one from, but I'm not a fan of it in my tacos. And in my guacamole, you know what? We're just gonna fine chop the hell out of it, and you're not even gonna notice it. So, and when I mean fine chop, I mean fine chop your cilantro. And I don't know, it's a bitter taste. It's not a flavor that I'm like, give me some of that cilantro. I don't know. Comment down below, are you team cilantro or not? I am not, but I don't mind it in my guacamole. I don't mind hidden things. That's how you get a picky person, just hide it in there. If you notice, I am not going to be doing tomato, because also I'm not a big fan of like fresh tomatoes. Do I like ketchup? Hell yeah. I'm not a big fan of fresh tomatoes. I'll take them in my tinga, ground it up, and some other flavor, but just by themselves like that, straight. So we're not gonna add, like I said, this is picky person's guac. Chipotle also does not have tomatoes in their guac, but if you like it, go ahead and do it. Add it. I don't care to. Ooh, looks like my cauliflower rice is ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in there. And you measure out how much cilantro you want to put, how little, how much in your guacamole. It's up to you. I usually like eyeball it. Next is the avocados. So let's go ahead and cut those bad boys. Be very, very careful. Let's see. Ooh, beautiful. Might use 3 since these are quite the big, what do you call it? Seed. Oh, that's a smaller seed. Go figure. All right, let's do a third. We need to get our fats in, because I feel a little bit cheated by that first guy. Yeah, look at this guy too. Okay, cool. Just gonna scoop that out. Scoop all of it into my bowl. Get all the avocado. And I'm actually going to go ahead and scoop one out and leave that seed in there. Especially if I have extra left over, it'll just help keep it fresher longer. So right here. So if you know you're gonna want to keep some leftovers, keep a pit in there overnight. Okay, now my favorite part, limones. I like mine lemony. And you know you're legit when you got one of these. So I actually like to put at least a little bit of limon on there just to help kind of break it down when I mash it. And watch your eyes when you squeeze. Just add a little bit of limon. And honestly, you do lime and salt to taste. Some people like it lemony. Some people like it not so much. Also, some people like texture. Some people like, you know, nicely smoothed out. So I add, and then with the fork, or if you have a masher, whatever you have, we'll just start to mash it and mix it up. Let's go ahead and add another limon. Who's team limones? Next, we're gonna go ahead and add some salt, and I would say usually this is when I taste test with the tortilla chip, but we'll just use a spoon to kind of taste test and see, do we have enough salt? Do we need more salt? What's up with the salt? If you happen to have pre-made keto tortilla chips, aka some fried mozzarella, or if you have like that cut the carb bread fried up or whatever tortilla keto, you can go ahead and taste like that and see how do you need to adjust the salt. I actually put a lot of cilantro this time. I usually don't, but it's all good. All right, I couldn't help myself. A little bit more limon. That's it, that's it. And there you go, easy guacamole. All right, grab your biggest bowl, unless you have a flatter one. So let's start making this salad-esque bowl with some cauliflower rice. So normally you can do like a mixture of greens. I know they got like arugula, kale, but you know what? All I got is iceberg lettuce, so that's what we're gonna do. And let's make that a little. So I got my cauliflower rice with garlic and herb. So let's go ahead and build that foundation down there, that bad boy. However much you want. Probably do half and half. That bag didn't have too much. That was basically everything that was in that bag. Give Frankie some more. And now we're going to go ahead and put in some of our fajita veggies. For some color. Next, we're going to go ahead and take some of our chicken. Put that in there. Usually I like, what is it, barbacoa with my chipotle, but the chicken's probably easier. Like, I'm not about to make some barbacoas, but let's get some chicken in there. Next, we're gonna go ahead and put some sour cream in there. You choose whatever you kind of want. So let's put, it's 1 tablespoon. Put about 2, a little less than 2 tablespoons. You don't need that much, but you know, up to you. And now let's put some mozzarella cheese in there. Sprinkle that bad boy in. Do whatever toppings, whatever fixings you like. So maybe about a little less than a handful. And last but not least, let's add a little bit of guac. So here's 1 tablespoon of guac. All the guac. Let's add 2 tablespoons. Voila, here's your chipotle-esque keto bowl. You can add whatever fixings you want, add or omit as much or as little as you want, but I am excited to go ahead and taste this. So let me go ahead and make mine, and we can do a quick taste test for you guys. But that's, I don't know if you want to mix it up first. Recording? Yeah. I don't know if you want to mix it. I mix it.
It's good.
Would you order this at Chipotle?
It's pretty similar.
Right? But you got cauliflower rice. Chipotle ain't got no cauliflower rice for you.
I see. Yeah.
Right? All right, we're going to go ahead and enjoy our dinner. Thank you for taste testing. I'm waiting for him to not like something one of these days. So that was my Chipotle keto style at home bowl. Not that hard. Couple different parts going in there depending on what you guys want to try. Maybe you don't want fajita veggies. Maybe you don't want sour cream. Maybe you don't want guac. How could you not want guac? But just something simple and easy, a way to save money by not eating out, or just in general, maybe you just don't want to eat out and kind of keep it as, you know, keto as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed my quick lunch lazy routine. But hey, that's why I like meal prepping. If you want, you could make some extra chicken so you can just throw everything together the next day. Hope you guys are enjoying these keto what I eat in a day videos. Comment down below if you want to see some more. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time.